What's good? What's good? KTT episode 3. You know what I'm saying? You're once again joined by Drift and my dog Xero.
Wagwan man them.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Like that. Like that. So no long thing on the intro. You feel me? No long thing on the intro, Ross. Man, just touch the mic and that. My bad. Alright, so what we start with, my bro? What we starting with?
MHA this week.
Okay. And what we do? And what we talking about? I don't know what the fuck is going on in my English right now. What we talking about?
Words fail me. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, no, literally, bro.
So did you catch up with the most recent chapter?
Yeah.
Yeah? All right. So I just wanted to kind of, check a temperature and see if the quirkless Deku theory.
As in at the end of the at the end of the entire story.
At the end of the entire story.
Okay.
Do you see Deku being quirkless at the end of the story?
I mean, potentially yes. Potentially yes. I
Oh, yeah?
definitely say so.
Okay.
Especially because of the more recent chapters
Mhm.
where it's been super focused around the fact that not just AFO, but now Shigaraki himself has the ability to absorb powers from on One for All.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that seems to be a very strong like point right now. You get me? Like how many quirks can he take? How many quirks will he take? Do you know what I'm saying? I feel like that's why the discussion is even being had right now. You feel me? Because if you can take one, theoretically, with how strong he is, you may need to like let him take all of them.
But that is the plan.
That's what I'm saying. So
That
that's
is
why I'm
the
like,
plan.
so that's why I'm
You know what I'm
like, cool. If that's the current plan, then it's not unfeasible to believe that by the end of the story, our boy will be quirkless.
Yeah.
You feel me?
And even with like AFO, the quirks that were taken, they don't come back.
Yeah.
They don't return back to him. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, quirkless Deku at the end of the series. Boy, I don't know I'm really feeling about that.
I was gonna ask you, let me check your temperature. How are you feeling if that does come to pass?
I wouldn't like him to be quirkless. Like return back to be quirkless.
Expound.
Like he's gonna have to be some like Batman ass nigga.
I mean, yeah.
You understand? Yeah. He already is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's gonna have to be some Batman ass nigga. At the end of it, he goes quirkless because the whole speech about him becoming the greatest hero, what's that looking like?
I mean, that was what I thought about as well. You know what I'm saying? But I can't lie. With the way things are going, it still doesn't destroy that starting monologue at the start of MHA. That being, this is my story of how I became the number one hero. You know what I'm saying? If part and parcel of you becoming the number one hero means that you had to give up every single quirk that you had within the quirk that you had, yeah, then that still to me would classify you as the world's best hero because you were the one to beat Shigaraki. You know what I'm saying? Even if the process kind of included you no longer having quirks, do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that still would make you a hero in my opinion. You know what I'm saying?
Sounds some FMA type tip, yeah? FMA Brotherhood type tip.
Explain, what do you mean by
which one? Actually, no, it wasn't Brotherhood that actually happened.
Yeah, because don't forget, Brotherhood had the good ending.
No, they both do, innit? Because in the first one, he goes to he sends himself to the different
and then
world.
seals himself in the
our world. And then in Brotherhood, he gave up his alchemy. So he sacrificed his
I don't think it's just him though. I think alchemy as a whole disappears.
What, in FMA?
Yeah.
No. It was just him.
Okay. Not gonna push back on that, boy. Not gonna push back on that. Not gonna lie to you. But
no. Back to quirkless Deku. I really hope that's not the route it goes. You know what I'm saying? What I'm hoping is that he at least gets to keep one or two of them.
And if you had to pick those one or two, which would they be? Not to put you on the spot right now, you know what I'm saying? But if you had to pick off the dome ski.
Well, you kind of jumped here because I was going to ask you that in a sec. You understand? So if he doesn't go quirkless and he does manage to keep some, which one would you want to see? But for me, I definitely want to keep Black Whip.
I kind of saw Black Whip coming. I can't lie.
You understand? Like it might go, but I definitely want to keep Black Whip. It's very versatile. And he can really use it. The way Deku himself thinks and fights. Black Whip would definitely be like beneficial to him. Maybe the quirk from the 6th as well.
The 6th, that being the smoke screen.
The smoke screen.
Okay.
Yeah, you can keep that. Like, what the hell is Shigaraki gonna do with that?
I mean, boy.
You understand? Let me just think. He didn't take that one, did he? No, it was. Okay, cool. Yeah. So.
And
maybe Nana one.
As of right now, I know that confirmed he has danger sense. You get me?
He has danger sense, and he has which one is it? Is it gear shift or Fajin? I think it's Fajin he has.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's the first. That's the
one to do with your legs.
Huh?
The one to do with your legs.
Movements.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the one he has. Fajin. I'm sorry about it. I'm so trash. I'm so sorry about that.
Yeah, go on.
But yeah. So he's got 2 of them so far, right? And they plan to use that to, spoiler warning, plan to use that to mentally assault Shigaraki, and then, power of friendship, talk no jutsu his ass down.
That aspect of it, I won't lie to you. That aspect of it, I'm not too happy about. Because feasibly speaking, you're gonna beat this guy through like the power of friendship type shit. You know what I'm saying? Trying to save fucking like mini Tomura. You get me? That aspect of it, I'm not super in love with, because Shigaraki, as he exists right now, has already said several times, yo, look, nigga, I'm good with being a villain. You know what I'm saying? And again, it speaks to the point that I raised on our last episode.
Right.
It's like, after a certain point, I don't know if it was our last episode or maybe it was the first one, yeah?
Right.
But it speaks to the point of, like, after a certain point, you can't try to redeem this man. After what everything he's done, after a certain point, hero or nah, I think it was the hero discussion, whether or not hero should kill discussion that we were having on one of the episodes, yeah? That's what I was saying. I was like, after a certain point, yes, Deku's a hero. Yes, heroes do try to redeem villains and save villains when they can, yeah?
Right.
But in light of everything this man has done, at this point, what are we doing? Why is it even a discussion like we're trying to save the nigga, bruh? You get me? So that's what I'm saying. Like, the aspect of trying to save Tomura, and that's how we're gonna beat Shigaraki, that aspect of it I don't like. Like, that pisses me off way more. Like, that's way more distasteful to me than the idea of Deku ending quirkless. I can't lie to you.
Okay.
That is way more distasteful, because I'm like, okay, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Cool, fine. Everything that this man has done up to now, in any other type of like credible story, this man has to die. You know what I'm saying? Because you're dealing with somebody that has no intention. You know what I'm saying?
Trying to redeem himself.
Or desire.
There's nothing there. He's not like your tragic villain type character. You understand?
Like to a degree.
Bro's immersed himself in that shit.
Like, to a degree, I suppose you could say, yes, he's a tragic villain character. You know what I'm saying? Because of obviously...
Yeah, but I'm not talking about tragic in terms of his backstory. I'm talking about tragic in terms of what he's trying to achieve. You understand? The tragedy that he suffered in his past isn't what's motivating him now to like bring about some kind of change. It's not Thanos.
But the thing is this. Like what I'm saying is this, yeah? Is he a tragic villain? You know what I'm saying? Yes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. As a byproduct of your upbringing, you know what I'm saying? To me, I would say like a large part of your motivation to do what you do is the fact that like of your upbringing. You know what I'm saying? But to me, tragic villain or no, if you're the main antagonist, which Shigaraki is at this point, yeah? After everything you have done, the amount of lives, the amount of collateral damage you have caused, I don't care if your story is tragic or not. At a certain point, it makes no sense to try and like save this individual. This person who was like leveling cities and shit. What are we doing? And you
again, here's the next thing. Here's the next thing on top of that now, right? Cool. This brother is basically like Gigantomachia.
Just smaller, literally.
You understand? How do you secure him? You get where I'm coming from. Like, how do you secure him? Say Deku talk no jutsus him down or like knocks him out in the fight or whatever. How do you secure him?
But this is what I'm saying, yeah? That's what I mean when I say, with how powerful he is right now, it makes all the sense in the world to me, yeah? That you're probably going to have to give up every single one of your fucking quirks to beat.
I mean, it might come down to that with him as well, you know, because, again, like spoilers, what's her name there? The number one here from America. I think she's still inside of him.
Stars and Stripes. Her vestige is in there somewhere.
Yeah, so she's destroying some of his quirks in there as well. So it might just,
to me,
might come down to him with his original quirk versus Deku.
But I mean, me honestly, I find that hard to believe. I won't lie to you. I don't see it coming down to a situation of like him 1v1ing Deku,
right?
In like that could be like a powered down capacity. You know what I'm saying? Like the strength that he's acquired up to now, all of that is going to be used and brought to bear against Deku.
Right.
You feel me? So that's why I'm like, against those odds, I do understand if you tell me this nigga's gonna have to use every single quirk he has, yeah? And then at the end of this shit, to claim the W, end up quirkless. You get me? Because to me, it's literally the only thing you can do at this point. Like, how the fuck else would Deku beat the nigga? You can't, because he's way too strong.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if the gamble we're going with now is cool, let him take certain quirks and let's see if we can use the vestiges on the inside of him to try and depower him. That to me likely means we're probably gonna end up with a quirkless Deku. You get me? That to me probably means we're coming up to a quirkless Deku. You get me? Like, And that's just kind of my thoughts on MHA as it stands right now.
Yeah, no. So just those two kind of points there, innit? Like, one, not really super keen on the quirkless deco thing, and two, I think at this point Shigaraki is really irredeemable. You understand?
To me, 100%.
He's irredeemable now, bro. You understand?
100%.
So I understand what they're going for, but he's irredeemable. But
like the way that you've written him is just, it doesn't make any sense right now, bro. I'm saying it doesn't make any sense right now. You feel me? But real in and out shit, you get me? That's the MHA. We gonna move on to JJK. You feel me? And Weaki. So we're talking about JJK again, reoccurring anime on the podcast so far. You feel me? Not gonna lie to you, it's been popping. You get me?
It has
Absolutely
been. Has.
I ain't gonna lie to you. So I'm gonna start off with an unusual question. I mean, it's not unusual, but it's not really the type of question I'd ask about JJK on the pod. You know what I'm saying? Anime of the year for last year?
JJK? Nah, I'm biased as fuck, boy. That's Bleach. Sorry.
Really?
That's Bleach 1000-Year Blood War. Ain't no fucking way JJK is my anime of the year.
Explain. Why do you feel that way? Like, explain. Why do you feel that way?
All right, cool. So JJK is fresh. So if we're looking at something that just came out,
and we're talking objectivity.
We're talking objectivity.
Objectivity here. You feel me?
Right. Cool.
Like outside of our personal biases. That's what I'm talking about. I'm like, anime of the year.
Anime of the year for thingy.
Not for this
at
year,
the end.
year.
At the end there, I can definitely say yeah. Because of the Gojo Sukuna fight, there was definitely a lot more hype. It did steal some of Bleach's thunder.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I'll definitely say yeah. If we're looking at it through just objective lens, maybe. I don't really think of any contenders. Like what we have last year. We had what, Gear 5? That was last year.
Gear 5 last year?
Gear 5 was last year. Like not the manga.
No, the anime.
That was last year. Then we had the 1000-Year Blood War. You know, Boruto kind of got to. No, wait, was Boruto thingy?
Boruto. I mean, Two Blue Vortex was last year.
No, not the manga.
Oh,
we're talking about
the anime. What, the anime?
Yeah.
What? When did it end? When did it go on hiatus?
Yeah, fuck it. I've got my wires crossed.
But yeah, go on.
Sorry about that. Anyway, point I'm trying to make is, there were definitely some contenders for last year's, anime of the year. Actually, no. Yeah, we have to. I was on the right track. Since we're talking about anime, you understand? The Gear 5 anime did drop. You understand?
Yeah.
And I think the Boruto stuff also wrapped up there as well.
Yeah.
The 1000-Year Blood War again. Sorry, I am fucking caping for this one. So yeah, JJK. I mean, there's other stuff as well. There was like Hell's Paradise. That was quite talked about as well.
Me and my opinion, not calling
in the same discussion. It's not anime. I'm not talking about anime. But I'm just saying, like, there was definitely a lot of man that like stepped forward that you could say, yeah, was anime of the year. I would tepidly agree that it probably was in terms of just like hype.
I wouldn't even just say
for the series.
IRL hype, bro. Like pound for pound, what we were getting animated, like arc to arc, JJK has been on wicked timing for a little second now. You feel me? Like I can't hold niggas. I will not hold niggas. You feel me? Arc for arc, pound for pound, like strength to strength, JJK has been on a wicked tear for like the last, I want to say maybe 8 months. You get me? And I think a part of that is because JJK's story is already like condensed. You feel me? By condensed, right. I mean it's not a manga series that plans to be running for the next 10 years.
Yeah.
You get me? So I feel like that lends a lot of strength to why people find it as popular as it is because the story seems like, boom, it started, you've had your little preamble, you know what I'm saying? And then you had your little middle, like your little middle section where you get the fucking Gojo's backstory type shit, you know what I'm saying? And then from that little flashback, boom, we are active currently. You feel me? So everything that's happened, currently. You get me? So that's what I'm like, and even where we are right now, storyline-wise, you can kind of tell that JJK is about to wrap up.
Fixing to wrap up.
You get me? It's fixing to wrap up. So the story started, had your preamble, had your middle, you know what I'm saying? Worked up to the climax, we're working down to the climax, boom, we done. And I feel like that's why it's so popular. Like, there's very little filler in JJK.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And I feel like, 100%, we love that. You know what I'm saying? We fuck with that. I ain't gonna lie to you, we fuck with that. You get me? And I feel like that plays a part into why it's so popular as well. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm like, objectively, would you say that, like would you say JJK was anime of the year last year? You know what I'm saying? I personally, I can't think of another anime, like you said, yeah, that has been as hype. You get me? In terms of like discussion.
Didn't AOT wrap up as well?
When? Last year?
Last year.
My nigga. When you say wrapped up, what do you mean? Like the anime? You get me? I'm like, when you say wrapped up, what do you mean? The anime?
Listen, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, man. Are you AOT fans?
Listen, nigga.
I feel sorry for you, man.
Them man really just portion up that shit and serve it to you, fam. You get me? You man are gonna get that shit in 1/16th, bro. 1/16th, bro.
That was horrendous. You man are so damn bad.
You man are gonna get that shit in 1/16th,
You man are so
bro.
damn bad. Man, I'm like, yo, boom, here you go. Final season, part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, the final, the final, the last.
Finn. You got me? Finn.
All right, cool.
FIN, fam. You get me? But, cool. In my opinion, my opinion, I would say between where it's been in manga wise, and with the animation that dropped, irrespective of like
Mappa's fuckery,
like Mappa's bullshit, you know what I'm saying? It has been a very good fucking offering. You know what I'm saying? It has been an exceptional. Well, I wouldn't say exceptionally. Like let's relax now. You know what I'm saying? Let's not glaze too heavy. You feel me? But it has been a very, very good fucking offering. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll hold my motherfucking hands up. You get me? It's a good offering. The world building's good. Niggas are dying on both sides in a fair enough way. Like that's what I'm saying. It's one of the things that I credit JJK for. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not just we're losing a lot of fan favorite characters from our side. Like there are a lot of people that have been propped up and set up in JJK from like season 1. Some of them niggas is not here right now. They gone. Mahito, memory. Jogo, memory. Hanami, memory. Dagon, memory. You feel me? Them niggas is past tense, fam. You get me? I'm not lying to you. You feel me? So that's why I'm like, I ain't gonna lie, I respect it. Like to a degree, not to go back onto MHA, but to a degree, it's like polarized with MHA in how they've handled their fucking like their final arc, their latter arc, in my opinion. Do you know what I'm saying? Like
should it be a bit more tight knit?
Yeah, like MHA kind of got a bit fucking odd with it. You know what I'm saying? Like a bit weird with your pacing for your final arc. You feel me? Whereas with JJK, it credibly feels like the final arc. You get me?
Yeah.
Like it credibly feels like the final arc. So, you know what I'm saying? I just wanted to start out by asking that question there. You feel me? Next question that I had, I can't lie to you, yeah? I was gonna ask you, we won't stay on this one for too long, innit? Yeah, because I'm gonna tell you why afterwards. But first, I just want to pick your brain, right, real quick. You know what I'm saying? Do you think Kenjaku's dead? Like actually dead now? Have you seen the recent chapter?
Yeah. I see that Yuta domed him. So for one, he took the head, then he domed him as well to just make sure.
Like stabbed it through the head. You know what I'm saying?
Just like proper domed him.
So taking bets. Yeah, taking bets. Is he fucking out of here? Is that brother gone?
Been a long time.
You're gone, yeah?
I tell you all about it when I see you again.
And with that, okay. Yeah. And with that, we give you Kenny, folks. You get me? We give you Kenny. You get me?
All right, yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right, cool.
Yeah, all right, I'm going to put my money on, he's gone. He's fucking out here, bro.
Yeah, you know
if he ain't...
I'm gonna be so fucking surprised, nigga. I'm gonna be so surprised. If he ain't, nigga, I will have a plethora of questions.
Upon machinations.
If he ain't, nigga, I'm gonna have a plethora of questions for one of like for a successive podcast episode. I believe that.
Well, if Jogo and Jogo, damn it. If Gojo and Higuruma can come back somehow and Nobu are still in stasis, you know what I'm saying? Like, if they can bring them, they can bring them man back.
This is me, you know what I'm saying? The fandom and I are two separate entities, you get me? Gojo is dead. You get me? I don't see nobody coming back. You feel me? Fuck all of that. You get me? I don't personally. You feel me? But if it does, it does. You get me?
Real quick though, is there any confirmation anybody coming back from the dead using reverse curse taking
Yuji. So Yuta slumps Yuji. Because okay, cool. I didn't want to ruin that. You get me? But towards the latter part of season 2, what you're gonna start to see is the fact that obviously the higher ups in JJK deem Yuji and Gojo as threats for separate reasons. You know what I'm saying? And Yuji, they tap Yuta to send him to go kill him. You know what I'm saying? Which Yuta does, but obviously that's to tell the higher ups, I killed Yuji. You feel me? He then uses reverse curse technique to bring Yuji back. Get me?
Okay.
To say nothing of the fact that obviously don't forget when Sukuna ripped out Yuji's heart, you know what I'm saying, while in the body, and then they brought bro to the doctor and she used reverse curse technique to bring him back. You feel me?
Okay.
So I'm like, it's not impossible, it's just as stated by Sukuna, it's extremely hard to use reverse curse technique healing on another individual as opposed to yourself. You get me? So Nobara, I can't really speak on because she's being kept alive in stasis using somebody's curse technique, but she is dead. Yes, like her body's just being kept fresh. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like her body's just being kept fresh. Like she is gone. You feel me?
Mahito got that. I'm Nobara pack before he left, bro. Fuck's sake.
I'm telling you, bro. Turn her into a pack, bro. I ain't gonna hold you, right? Real quick. So, Yuta's domain expansion. Real quick. Just thoughts. How you feeling? We won't spend like too long on it. Just like real
instantly,
quick,
the minute I caught glimpses of it, it instantly reminded me of Archer from Fate Stay Night.
Archer from Fate Stay Night.
Yeah, immediately, fam. Like, I am the bone of my sword type shit.
So the people
understand?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You understand? So yeah, it just reminded me of like my guys' reality marble. It doesn't function in exactly the same way.
Of course, yeah,
you understand?
Yeah.
So if I remember the reality marble thing exactly as is, it allows what's his name, Shiro, to like create copies of like other weapons.
Yeah.
That he's seen and encountered and stuff like that. And Yuta's thing sort of functions like that in this
extremely similar.
It's that all the katana have a particular curse or a particular technique that he's encountered.
Yeah.
That he's so it's similar enough, but that was the feeling I got the minute I heard about it. And then when I read it, I was like, yeah, no, definitely. It feels like Archer's reality marble.
No. Honestly, it's because you've seen Fate, innit? Like, I have my hands up, I haven't seen Fate. Bro. So that's why I wanted to ask somebody that has seen it, so that way you can see the comparison. You know what I'm saying? The people them could actually hear a meaningful comparison. You get me? Because I ain't gonna do it justice. Yeah. You get me? So yeah, that's why I wanted to get your thoughts on that real quick. And yeah, I mean, that's it for JJK. We ain't gonna stay here for too long. You get me? We ain't gonna stay here for too long. Next up, we're talking about Boruto. You feel me?
Boruto.
We're talking about Boruto. You feel me? I don't care how you niggas feel. So what we talking about? Young Lord shit, like Young Lord for real, fam. You get me? Young Lord shit for real. What we talking about?
So yeah, so last week we talked about Shikamaru and how we have to put some more respect on his name.
Man like Big Shiki.
Man like Big Shika. Right?
Oh yeah.
And I've been kind of thinking more along like, the information we got like in that chapter with him becoming Hokage. Again, just to kind of rehash it for like one of the last times. You understand? I was not fucking with Shikamaru as 8th Hokage. You understand? And the reason I say that was because of chapter 1.
Yeah, I was gonna
say. So we
see
the ruined Konoha. If that happened on the Big Shika's watch, I'm sorry, I had to call you up for that.
But what could Shikamaru do to prevent something of that?
There you go. Precisely. Exactly. There you go. There you go. Right? So now we come to find out that basically Shikamaru wasn't planning to be like the Hokage full time. He didn't just accept the role. It's like an interim caretaker Hokage. While they either A, figure out what will go with Naruto, which is what I think he's working on.
Yeah.
Or B, pick a suitable replacement.
Yeah.
Right? So want to zone in on that suitable replacement aspect.
Expound. Let's do it.
You know what I'm saying? So since Shika's just the interim caretaker, all right, cool. So he gave himself 3 years to kind of get to grips with the situation that was happening, right? We're now in the 3rd year. If Boruto and Co didn't pull up and get things moving again, right, he would have likely stepped down sooner. Not sooner, but he'd have likely stepped down soon.
You don't see any capacity for him extending his tenure if nothing had happened.
Now that's absolutely likely. He might stay on now. You understand? Because he now needs to like work with Boruto. In whatever capacity that's going to be looking like, because he's clued into it now. Yeah. So he now needs to stay in some kind of relevance to support Boruto to kind of fix what's going on. So yeah, there's every chance he could stay on now, like, bullshit them about staying while he's really trying to actively figure out what's going on with Naruto. Naruto's body never been recovered. They ain't got no funeral. It's just, hey, Boruki.
Man said Boruki.
You understand? Like, Boruki killed fucking Boruki killed Naruto, innit? Killed the 7th Hokage and his wife, and just like Est. You understand? With Sasuke. So, all right. So I just kind of want to run the thought experiment and say, all right, cool. Let's say he did actually step down.
Yeah.
All right. Who would the Leaf pick to replace him?
Who do I think the Leaf would pick to replace him?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So when the 4th died, it went back to the 3rd.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When the 3rd passed away, God rest his soul. Yeah. It went to
man like Hiruzen.
My dog. Yeah. It went to Tsunade. Yeah. Cool. When Tsunade stepped down, it was
gonna go to Jiraiya first, but he turned it down.
Yeah, but he turned it down. I mean, depending on who you ask, and I kind of buy into the idea as well, Jiraiya's the Shadow Hokage. You know what I'm saying?
It was.
You know what I'm saying? Jiraiya would have been
all right, cool. He's doing what Sasuke is doing.
Literally. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, Jiraiya was the Shadow Hokage.
Except Hiruzen Shadow. Your Shadow was a fucking demon.
Like,
carry on.
My God, bro. Bro, Your shadow was my bro had his own shadow, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? I will not hold you. Your shadow had its own shadow, my nigga. You feel me? But yeah, when the fourth died, they went back to the third. Yeah. Right. When the third died, they went to the fifth.
Right.
When Tsunade stepped down, it went to Kakashi.
Right.
Yeah. When Kakashi stepped down, it went to
Naruto.
Right. Yeah. So with Naruto being displaced, killed on paper. Yeah. With Naruto being displaced, killed on paper. Shikamaru taking up the mantle for a 3-year period. Yeah. If for any reason after that 3-year period, Shikamaru wasn't forced to maintain the role, you know what I'm saying? Which I think might be a thing. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? If Shikamaru wasn't forced to maintain his Hokage ship, then I see no reason why I wouldn't go back to being Kakashi. Do you know what I'm saying? The reason I said that is because Kakashi is a decorated leaf ninja. You get me?
True.
Known across like most villages, copy-eyed ninja. You know what I'm saying? Younger than Tsunade, likely.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm saying? So
he is.
When I say younger, I'm talking like in terms because obviously Tsunade has the the
she has the mitotic regeneration shit. Yeah. So Tsunade is in her 70s.
But that's why I'm like objectively though, she's still an elderly woman.
Onoki was there to his hundreds though. So
hey, listen, nigga, you feel me? Listen, nigga, you get me?
Talk about your day ones.
They Uno's fam, you get me? They Ichi's fam, you get me? But yeah, if Shikamaru was to step down, I don't see any reason why I wouldn't go back to being, say, Kakashi. You get me? Cool. Because between him and Tsunade, Kakashi just makes more sense.
Does. But here's the question. Why didn't he go back to Kakashi in the first place?
What do you mean?
Between Kakashi and Shikamaru, who do you think's more capable?
No, 100%. I think the reason he didn't go back to Kakashi in the first place is because I do believe post-time skip or in the time skip, Kakashi might be out looking somewhere. You know
what I'm saying? He's tracking down Sasuke and Boruto.
To him, he's probably, I think it was credit where credit is due, NC Hammer. You know what I'm saying? I think it was him that spoke on it. It was like, cool. In all likelihood, yeah, Kakashi did say in Shippuden, if Sasuke ever went rogue again, it would be me to personally hunt you down and kill you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
After Omnipotence goes off, right, and Kakashi catches wind that Sasuke is now aiding the nigga that killed Naruto, well, how would Kakashi view Sasuke? As a rogue ninja.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So in all likelihood, if we don't really see Kakashi in the village right now, it's because he's probably out there hunting down who?
Sasuke.
You get me?
Bah,
yeah, no, it happens.
It
happens, but it happens.
Yeah.
You get me? It happens. But
okay.
Yeah. So that's why. So I'm like, it didn't go back to Kakashi because I suspect, or I do lean into the idea that Kakashi, as of right now, is out in the field looking for fucking Sasuke because he believes that Sasuke is a rogue ninja.
Right.
You get me? Like anybody else does right now. You feel me? So that's why I'm like, that's probably why it didn't immediately go back to being Kakashi. You get me? With Kakashi out in the field, we need like IQ right now. Naruto's displaced, Kakashi's out in the field, Sasuke's a rogue ninja, Shikamaru.
Right.
To me, I can't lie to you, it makes all the sense in the world that was Shikamaru. Because outside of the group, like the group of individuals I just mentioned, Shikamaru brings IQ to the table. If we don't have everything I just mentioned, we're gonna need some fucking IQ. You get me?
All right.
We are going to need some IQ to figure this shit out.
All right. So now we're back to Shikamaru. But let's say it's not Kakashi because Kakashi's out doing what he's doing, so he's not coming back.
Yeah.
Who else?
Nobody.
What? Really?
Nobody.
There's a whole village of niggas. Come on.
Give me 5.
Huh?
Give me 5.
5? Fuck that.
Cool. 3.
Huh?
3.
3. All right. Top of my head, I would say Sakura. I would also say Konohamaru. And the third, I'm not...
Konohamaru by virtue of just lineage.
Huh?
Konohamaru by virtue of just lineage.
No. Konohamaru by virtue of the fact that at the moment, he seems to be working as Shikamaru's assistant.
Okay.
That doesn't guarantee you the Hokage ship, but he's close enough to the Hokage to see what's going on. Pretty much the same thing that Shikamaru. Shikamaru was Naruto's assistant. You understand? And by proxy, him being there to kind of handle shit day to day and like knows what's going on. If you need somebody else to take over, look to the person that's most capable.
I still don't think that would be Konohamaru though. I can't lie to you.
You don't think so? No, like at the moment, I don't think he has what it takes. Okay,
yeah.
I'm keeping it 100. I do not. If I had problems with Shikamaru not having hands, and I'm sorry to kind of have to keep bringing it back to the hands, but look at what we're up against here. You understand? I had zero confidence and still largely have zero confidence in Shikamaru's hands to tackle what we got going on right now. You understand? Konohamaru, even less so.
But do you think Sakura or Konohamaru have the acumen to run the village though, because that is a facet of the Hokage's job.
Yeah, I know, but see, that's why I also said
politics
Sakura,
of, like politics of other nations, like all of that shit. You know what I'm saying?
I think Sakura could do that, right? One, because again, she used to work with Tsunade, so she actually has some experience with all that kind of stuff, right? Two, she's actually the leader of the Leaf Medical section, so she has experience running a major organization. Now, the village ain't an organization. I get that, you understand, but it is a leadership position, right? And by proxy, the fact that she has to like report to Naruto and whoever was Hokage at the time and all that kind of stuff, she would have knowledge of what it takes to deal with that kind of stuff. Sakura is also not stupid. You understand?
Well,
she's not Shikamaru IQ.
Do not think
she's not Shikamaru IQ. There's
a reason Shikamaru is there next to Naruto. Do you know what I'm saying? Naruto's the hands, Shikamaru's the IQ. You feel me? Naruto's the boxer, Shikamaru's the IQ.
Well, nothing stops Shikamaru from being the assistant again.
And I feel like the IQ is a really important part of this. You know what I'm saying? Which is why it went to Shikamaru. That's what I keep saying. You know what I'm saying? Why did it go to Tsunade? Because on top of being who she was, sis has been in like a war and is a seasoned ninja. Right. You know what I'm saying?
So is Sakura.
Cool. So is Sakura. But between Sakura and Shikamaru, who do you think has the acumen to run the village in terms of politics and everything to do with running the village? I'm not talking about hands.
Well, I have to give it to, like, so we kind of find out that the Naras, they're more politician than actual, like, you understand? So yeah, it's in his blood with that. But bro, again, the whole premise of this is he's stepping down. So who's next? It's not who should we choose. It's he's stepping down. Who's next?
I'm gonna reserve judgment on whether or not he actually steps down. Like, I feel like I'll circle back around to this discussion and actually like really, really try to think of who I think could be up next if he does actually step down.
When the Shinju pull up in Konoha and start asking about Naruto, then
you know what I'm saying. Then we'll as of right now, I feel like as of right now, me personally, I feel like if Shikamaru steps down, Kakashi's being recalled to the village to take up the Hokage shit. You get me? That's how I view it, because outside, yes, Sakura has been in a war, but Sakura does not have the acumen of a Kakashi. You do not have the veterancy of a Kakashi.
No, but she's also not the same child from Shippuden.
Nobody's saying she's the same child from Shippuden. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, how do I word this? I'm not downplaying Sakura's ability to be a competent adult ninja in the Leaf that survived the 4th Ninja War. Do you know what I'm saying? She was there, she was part of the big three, and as it stands right now, depending on who you ask, she's objectively the strongest out of Naruto, Sasuke, and fucking herself.
Nerfed.
Objectively. You get me?
Right.
So that's why I'm like, I'm not speaking about hands, but having hands is not the only thing it means to have fucking like Hokage ship.
That's precisely why I can't recommend Konohama. Like, even though it's right there,
and that's what I'm saying.
Recommend.
And that's what I'm saying. I'm
zero
like,
hands, and I feel like you don't have the acumen.
And that's what I'm saying. I'm like, your hands aren't where they need to be. We're talking about Konohama, yeah? Your hands are not where they need to be. I've seen
Would
no
you say
example
Naruto has
of
the
that.
acumen to run the village?
Fuck no. But this is what I'm saying. Hear me. I literally just said it a couple minutes ago. When Naruto is Hokage, who does he have by his side as his aide? Shikamaru.
Right.
Hokage. Sorry, Naruto is the boxer. I am the hand. You threaten the village. I'm pulling up. But when it comes to like this politics shit, the deeper levels of it, yeah, I'm gonna tap Shikamaru. That's why one of the little manga books, I can't remember.
Shikamaru Hiden or something.
Shikamaru Hiden or something like that. Perfectly entails exactly what Shikamaru does in his capacity as fucking aid for the Hokage. Nigga, listen.
Started wars and shit.
Like, nigga, let me tell you, some of these man couldn't make some of the plays. You feel me? Some of these man couldn't make some of the plays is all I'm saying. You feel me? But obviously, that was Boruto. You get me? I can't lie to you. Good fucking question, dog. I will not hold you. Good question. You know what I'm saying? Like, who we see coming up next? Good question. You get me? Yeah. Very good question. Like,
if you have any ideas, by all means, let us know in the comment section.
100%. We always encourage you to do that. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, as time goes on and it becomes a bit more clear what Shikamaru's intentions are, of course, we're gonna circle back around to this discussion in a successive pod. You feel me? Yeah, feel me. But as of right now, we're going to leave the Boruto discussions right there. You know what I'm saying? My dog, you have anything else to say before we close out?
No, we're good for today, thanks.
We straight? Oh, yeah. Then, without further ado, people, it's been Drift.
I'm Blackstar.
And KTT, episode 3. See you next time.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Aha.